We're having two guests. The first guest is right here, and he was early the last time he was here. He is early right now. Is what he's all about. We're talking about the man they call Kcee.
Yo, thank you, my brother. My name's Kcee. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
The last time I came here, I had fun.
Yeah, definitely. You're gonna have fun.
I'm excited.
Again. For sure.
I'm back again.
For sure. Big shout out to you.
Have you been though?
I've been good. I've been absolutely amazing.
I can see beautiful people around you.
Yeah. I have a wife now. I have a wife now. So.
No.
So I'm interviewing her first now.
Interviewing me?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Sarah.
Okay.
Kcee's apparent wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife on radio, so.
Okay, nice. I missed that wedding, but it's fine. At least I can see you guys together now.
Big
nice
shout
to
out
meet you, Tara.
Welcome to City 105 with FM.
So over to you.
Yeah.
All right. So first off, right before right off the bat, like let's talk about 2024 so far musically for you. How's it been before we even get into any other thing?
Yeah, 2024 for me. I've been working like tirelessly and dropping records back to back and. Also performing here and there in and out of the country, just doing what I love to do, which is the music still. So and the fact that I was putting out a body of work was a lot of work for me this year, so I was making sure everything is put in place together and make sure everything is nice. So it's been a healthy one over the year, few months, and I'm not regretting because this is what I've chose to do, so I'm happy still. Regardless, I've achieved a lot.
Big shout out to you, man.
Yeah.
You've achieved a lot, and just like you said, man, most times we tend to forget how long you've been in the industry, how long you've been doing this, seeing everything. And when I think about Kcee, I think about from the time of Limpopo, like it's even before that time. Like it's even before that time. It's even before the time of Limpopo.
Yeah.
It's even, we're talking late 90s. It's crazy. It's crazy. And seeing how everything has evolved up to now. See the way it's really said like, well, this guy no, it's not like that. But like seeing how everything has evolved from then till now. Like, can you say that you are in the best place to say what is or what isn't in the industry, what is authentic, what can work, what won't work? Because you had one of the biggest songs last year, right? And you dropped one of the big best albums so far this year as well. So you're still in the game, you're still doing it, you're still making that relevant. So speak on that light.
Yeah, well, you're very correct, and I think a couple of days I said something like this to someone, like if I was to be in school right now, maybe I'll be a professor, you know what I mean, or if I'm, to be a lawyer, maybe I'll be the one deciding everything in the country right now, because 25 years is not a joke. It's not 25 days, and I think in my 25 years of experience, I've learned a whole lot. I've had failed records, I've had failed album, I've had failed a whole lot of failed this and that as far as the music business is concerned. At the same time, I've also had a lot of huge successes, and all of this has molded the Kcee that's sitting here right now. All of this has made me so confident, and even the team I have right now, I'm in control of it, not because I just want to be, because I have a lot of experience. So I don't play with experiences I've gathered. So going forward, I think the Kcee that the people will be seeing is the refined Kcee that has gone through fire, through everything, and came out strong. There's nothing you want to tell this Kcee now that will move me. Your comment, your hate words, I've gotten all of that, like back and front, cried, woke up and kept pushing, and right now I can decide and tell you this record is a hit record. Why? Not just my experience, but my background. My father was a DJ, right? So I was in a home where they were playing too many records in my head, like too many hit records. So when I'm in the studio recording, I already have that ear that is synonymous to hits. So before I strike 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, trust me, I will get one. And that has also kept me over the years. So the ability to tell myself the truth and decide that this is what I want. So most times it's not about my team. I have a great team, like from day one till now. I've always have a wonderful team, but I'm always in front of my game, like putting my eyes and my ears down and telling myself the truth. When I have a bad record, I know I don't need to pay for you to play. When I have a good record, I know. So right now, like a lot of people are calling me on the phone, farming things. Hey, you have a new album? I say, I'm not a farmer, I cannot farm. Why? Because I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. You can do it if you want to do it. It works for you. But from where I'm coming from, my generation, I think I rather prefer to promote my record organically and let people feel it organically. And if I go to a concert, I want to hear them sing what I'm singing. Not if I go I'll be looking at them like this. I'll look stupid being on number 1 for over 3 months and nobody knows the song.
And that's something farming cannot give you.
Never.
Amazing.
Lovely. So I wanted to ask you, you've mentioned losses and gains. Do you have any song in particular, 1, 2, 3, or maybe just that one song from probably when you started or mid-career that failed and it hit you big? And then just answer that, then we'll come to Philam, because there's a particular question I want to ask you, because you said nothing touches you anymore. Okay, so do you have that one song that failed and hit you hard?
There is one song I did, I think it was after lockdown. It's called Bobo, or Bobo You, something like that. That particular record, I put in a lot of work, but even my best friend, which is my brother, did not play the song. Do you understand it? Even my loved ones did not play. And when I released the song, I felt like it was going to be, even me, I was looking at the record like, let me do this one. Kcee, you don't spoil the OT. I had that time where I would tell myself the truth. So a couple of other records in the past that I put in so much money, and at the end of the day it's not going to work, and you just have to pick up and keep pushing.
Okay, so in the past and even present, a lot of people, a lot of fans would come at their faves or even not faves and say they're tired of the same sound, like change your sound, ABCDZ. They did that with Adekunle, they did that with Fireboy. So when I heard Philam, and I mean, you said it was intentional to put the sound from Ojapiano into that, like it was very intentional, but like, did you not fear it was not going to be as greatly accepted as Ojapiano was, because it's like we're hearing the same sound, the same song, did you not have that fear, or you just wanted to do your own thing?
So for me, I had no fear about it, but I know there's one thing I was sure about, that if you give them too much of the same sound, they will get tired. I already know. So at the point, Ojapiano was huge. Everybody was pressuring me to do like an EP of the sound, but I already know that putting up an EP that has the same flute sound can just sound noisy at some point. So I refused. But doing a body of work after I created a new genre, not having it in my album 1 or 2 is also not going to make sense. It's just going to be like I don't believe in what I created. So I told myself I have a lot of it, but I just decided to do like about 2, which is the Philam and Moto I did with the Indian artist. So for me, I think there is more to that sound that I'll see give back to the people. There are more people. I've done the Indian version of Ojapiano. I have a rapper, I don't want to say his name, from the UK that jumped on the sound. One Republic from America jumped on it.
I was gonna ask.
So there is something about that sound that we're still going to milk out and unfold, but you just need to take it one step at a time. Not because when you rush it too much, I will also lose it. The fans might even get tired. So I think there's more to that sound. I'll come back to that later.
Okay, so now speaking about the remix to Ojapiano that you did with One Republic, right? We noticed that there was a bit of change on the song. It's kind of like different from the remix that you did with Odumodu Black, for example, right? Even though I heard the snippet of that one before the one with One Republic dropped. But there is a difference in the sense that it felt like the sound changed a bit. It was
actually changed.
Yes, and it was tailor-made that way. It looked like it was supposed to fit One Republic's pop feel. At the same time, did you push back on that, or was that a very, very intentional idea? Because it felt like we kind of lost that Oja feel to an extent, not entirely, but we kind of lost that Oja feel to an extent to accommodate a pop record or a pop artist. Right? Was there any point in time where you felt like, okay, probably we shouldn't have done this, or you know what, it's a new thing, let's try and experiment?
So for me, when I call myself Mr. Versatile, it's not just a name. It's because I am versatile and I like to try new things at every point in time. So it was intentional because of the space we're going into, trying to make it pop and have that local sound. So it was intentional. One Republic jumping on it, singing, the way that we know them as. So it wasn't like they weren't fitting that, but we're targeting that market. We've already conquered this market. So why should we just stay in one place? So I think we're looking forward to engaging into more audience, and which is giving birth to some other things right now. Like I've done a couple of songs with some other foreign artists around there on same sound. Even they are having me on the project also. You know what I mean? So I think it was intentional, and I think I'm not regretting doing that. Because I have, like you said, I have the one with the Dumodu and Diamond. I have an Indian version coming. That one too, we tweaked it a little bit to suit the Asian market and all that. So you just have to service different market differently.
I'm a big fan of Abalende, by the way. I love that record.
If I say it's my best record on the album, I don't know how it sounds like, but it's also one of my favorite.
You're allowed to, because I love that record so much. Yeah, but now talking about this album on a whole, right, Mr. Versatile, 25 years doing this. Can you say this has been the project that you've had to be very intentional about, that you've put in the most work? Not like you didn't put in work with your other projects, but like this one was that project that announced to people, that was supposed to show people that, yo, I've been doing this for such a long time, and yo, I can still mess up any youngin, or I can still mess up anything or any sound even right now in 2024. Like, was there that pressure to make sure that you show that, oh, you know, you're still in this 100%?
Yeah, so for me, the intention behind the project was first intentional, and also I put in a lot of work, because I know that let me say it this way. When I sat down and said I want to give a body of work, I just remember my 25 years experience.
Okay.
And I told myself, should I have a concert, or should I just focus and put my energy on my music? And I chose doing my music more. So I went so hard in terms of recording, selections, the producers. I went so hard, and because I wanted to sound versatile like I am, you know, it took more energy off me, because you need to deliver every genre of the sound you were doing properly and nice. So those were the elements that I would say I never put in my other projects. Maybe I would just do them as I was feeling at the moment, but this was intentional, Mr. Versatile. So I have reggae in the song, in the album. I have dancehall in the album. I have R&B. I have high life. I have the cultural sound also, like everything put together. So it was intentional, and it was stressful, but I'm excited that it came out so nice. Despite the fact it's my project, it came out so nice, and it was actually defining and explaining why I named it Mr. Versatile, and also explained my journey so far, you know. So it was intentional, and I think I'm super excited about this one.
Amazing.
We're excited for you as well. Congratulations on the album. Congratulations on your journey so far. And now I'm like, okay, so Kcee doesn't really need this. Like, even just when you were speaking, you spoke about how it's not about the gains anymore. It's not about the awards. It's not about nominations. It's not about money. So it's like, why then do you go out of your way? I know if you want to give something good, but like, why do you go like out of your way to give something that you do not necessarily need to do? Do you get? Is it because of the fan? Is it because music is your first love? Is it because it's just, I don't know, you?
Okay, so for me, I think first of all, this is all I know how to do, and this is what I love to do. And Angela Kidjo is being nominated for Grammys after how many years, still winning. Who says I'm not going to win it, you know, in my 40s or in my 50s? So I'm not going to give up. And the work we've put in, 25 years, 30 years coming now, and Afrobeat is this big, and I still have strength and I'm alive. You want me to sleep? I cannot sleep. So for me, I'm so hungry, like I just started. And as I'm talking to you, I shot some visualizers yesterday. I'm a bit under the weather, you know, not feeling too good. As I was coming up here, my brother was on the phone with me, and he was like, why are you like this? You're supposed to be resting. I'm like, I just have to do what I have to do, you know. So that's Kcee for you. I do it with so much passion and love, and in the midst of doing that, I also want to get all the benefits I need to get, because whatever you do, if you sow, you should reap. So I want all the awards, I want all the money, I want all the recognitions, but the truth is I'm not forcing it. I'm just doing me and being me. And I think so far I've learned a lot, and I promise you, when you see a Kcee perform now, it's different from the Kcee you've ever seen. A lot of experience has come together, a lot of understanding about the music, the side. If you see me perform live, my album listening, when I was doing it, my team, everybody was like, no, let's play CD. I'm like, nah, I want to play live, because I was sure of what I can do. And when I was performing live at the listening, everybody was like, is this the same Kcee? You understand? So I'm so confident right now. Bring any artist, name it, and put them on the stage to perform before or after me, you can never see me get scared. When I get there, I will deliver my part and make sure everybody gets to dance, whether you know me or not.
It's healthy competition.
You will feel my energy. So
fantastic.
I'm so excited about the experience I've gotten so far.
So of course we have seen this song trending, and is the good thing is a good thing that you mentioned going back, making music. You mentioned Angelique Kidjo as well. Sometimes you don't know when a song can pick up. You don't know when a song you dropped it like 10 years ago, it starts to become a thing.
True.
In 2024, it's crazy. It can happen, right? Well, also it happened with gentleman Mike Ejeagha,
yeah.
right? And in 2018, you know, something happened whereby people accused you of using his intellectual property, right, without taking consent, without knowing whether you had to seek consent from him or not. They felt like, you know, you took something that was his. It was kind of like the same thing whereby people accuse Brain Jota of doing something and not giving him credit for it, right? And you went on social media to address this, you know, even though this happened way back in 2018, right? Was there a particular reason why you had to clear the air now? Do you feel like people, because of the resurgence of Mr. Mike Ejeagha, people were starting to bring your name in the conversation again, or you felt like you had to address it again, or, you know, it was something that you addressed in 2018 as well? Like, talk to us about that.
Okay, so for me, I wasn't actually addressing anything because I never did though. I just posted a video of me and him in the past, right? I was trying to cash into the vibe. That's the honest truth.
It was your caption as well.
I was selfish, trying to catch into the vibe because I have an album dropping in few days.
Makes sense.
Come on, Brain Jota is my friend. Like, I love him so much. We're so close. Now, Mike Ejeagha is not somebody that the way some people are seeing him now is different from the way I see him. Like, I grew up listening to him. I know all his records. And in 2018, I was having a concert in Enugu, right? And my promoters over in Enugu told me, this man is still alive. He lives at so place. I was like, he's alive, take me there. And I went to him. I was so excited meeting him alive.
Like starstruck,
with the wife. Now the wife is gone, you know, may her soul rest in peace.
Amen.
I met him and the wife in 2018. I gave them some money, you know, and took pictures with them, and I left. I didn't know I was going to need his music. 2 years later, I was doing Cultural Vibes, a project, a body of work. I decided to, you know, get some of his songs. I went back. I took permissions from him. I paid some upfront. I signed with his label, give them royalties, everything professionally. Anyways, not just him, both Oliver the Cook, Osadebe, Sir Warrior, all those old musicians. I did like a medley of 10 minutes of their songs. I took permission, gave all of them publishing and royalties and all of that. So, but when people started talking, Kcee, they know Kcee will do the remix now. I say, I mean, we don't do it since. You know, I wasn't moved, I wasn't sad, I wasn't upset. I only intentionally wanted to catch into that vibe, to be in the conversation. You know, me, I don't have time explaining to anybody in my level right now. I don't think I want to. But right now, I have a new mindset, and my mindset now is, if you come at me now without evidence, you are going in for it. I will spend my last card for you.
Damn.
Yeah, because they've trained me so strong. You know, my career has been back and forth. This one will say, "Na me write for her." This one will say, "Na me do this for her." This one, everybody try to discredit me. Why? Because I'm soft.
So you feel like anybody that can sit behind their phone and chat to you, they better be ready to...
I promise you, if you do it, I'll get you anywhere you are in this world. Unless you don't have a face. I will spend anything. I've gotten some people, they are facing wahala like this now. And I promise you, I'm very serious saying it, and I'm not bragging. So enough, like the guy that was talking rubbish about my brother, we went as far as getting him. The one that lives abroad, we got him also. You understand? Because the age we are living right now, I have kids, they are grown. They see some of these things online. And I'm teaching them good morals, and they're seeing negative things out there.
Social media.
I don't think it makes sense. So for me, if I want to correct it, I'm not just going to correct it with typing on my Instagram. You will give me an evidence or a proof to show that I did this thing wrong. If it's something that I think I did, I'll apologize. But what this generation is doing is they come at you because they just want to either make money for themselves or make name for themselves, and I think it's not right, and I think it's not good. So for me, if you want to come at me now, come, but make sure you come right.
Okay.
And at this point, we're just going to go take a breather and enjoy Film by Kcee off of the recently
released
project titled Mr. Versatile.
51 FM, your number one lifestyle station.
Film right there from the Mr. Versatile album by Kcee, and it features a DDB on this record. And yeah, absolutely amazing. I love this record as well. But just like I said, right, this whole thing, the experiment is refreshing. The sound is refreshing. I remember having a conversation with somebody when Oja Piano dropped, right? Yeah. And I said, I wish this came with an album. And now we have an album to it, right? And we have more songs that, you know, they don't sound exactly like Oja Piano, but it's the same feel, it's the same vibe. And, you know, you must have had fun working on this project.
Of course, I was, because this is me expressing different part of me, and especially my dancehall part. I love it so much because that was how I started from Ejeagha.
Yeah.
You know, in the ghetto there, and it was all dancehall vibe. So doing it again and having it in my album, it gave me this kind of joy, like, okay, this man have different faces. And I love the cultural part of me also right now. Like, I can't play with it. You know, some people cannot believe that, okay, this guy was giving birth to in Lagos, grew up in Lagos, and boom, all of a sudden, you know, he's doing cultural sounds and all that.
Yeah. Now,
okay.
I love the fact that you said grew up in Lagos, lived in Lagos and everything. And, you know, there's that side of Kcee that a whole lot of people don't know. You faced the hustle as well back in the days,
Definitely.
right? Everybody knows that. You've not been shy about talking about that as well. But looking at what a lot of young Nigerians are going through right now as well, right? Having that at the back of your mind. The last time you came here, we had a conversation and you said that you feel what a young Nigerian goes through. Sometimes this whole thing is beyond music, right? It's life, it's what people are suffering, it's what people can relate to. Now there's the talk of an ongoing protest that's going to be happening tomorrow, right? And a few celebrities have decided or declined to talk or speak on this. And some feel like it's for good reason, some don't want to be cancelled, some just don't want to go there because they feel like, you know what, I would support in any way I can, I just don't need to say anything. But I would like to pick your brains on what you think should happen tomorrow and your feeling of the, you know, supposed protest that's going to be happening tomorrow.
On that note, I feel, my own opinion, I feel Nigeria is no more than Nigeria used to be, in the sense that the people are awake right now. The people are hungry and the people want something better and they want a new Nigeria. And our leaders only need to do one thing, which is to pay attention. And if you're working for me, they are working for us, right? I think they should listen and find out what we need and what we don't need. But the country is not just bad because Mr. President is sitting there right now. This is just like a journey coming down, governance to governance. Everything has been looking so bad. And right now we've gotten to a place where it's worse. You know what tomato is saying in the market. I understand. I know how much I used to spend in my house in a month, and now I'm doing times 4. You know, times 4, times 5 in a month. It's ridiculous. So imagine those that doesn't have enough doing. So anybody that doesn't want to. So for me, I'm not even keen about the protest or not protest, because that's not going to change anything. It's just going to trigger some things that might either lead to changing it. When we did NSAS, when some people were trying to go forward, okay, when the government was calling for us to come forward, I spent money, I invested my own money. We did the whole protesting in Enugu, in Oka, me, Flavor, Finn, all of us, we spent money. But when the government was calling for us to come, nobody. If you go, you want to represent the same youth to attack you. This is for. So there was no aim. There was no. I don't know the people putting this protest together. I don't know their motive. I don't know their aim. I don't know what it's for. So joining what I don't know is not what I will be doing at my level. I need to know who are the leaders. Okay, if they want to negotiate with them, the youth now, who will go and represent us or represent the youth? Who are those people? I don't know. For me, I don't know. So I'm not crazy about the protest. I'm interested in giving us a better Nigeria. I've traveled to a whole lot of country in my life, and I think Nigeria remains one of the best places that God bless so much. But we've been having bad governance. I cannot even deny it. You understand? I know what was happening in the 80s. I was alive and I understood what in the 90s. So right now it's getting worse, and I think we should be getting a better life. So for me, it's not just the protests, it's about having conversation with our leaders. You understand? And if we're not getting what we want, use your thumb during election and vote out whoever you want to vote out. You understand? Don't forget the protests we had the last time, NSAS. Don't forget all the lootings and all that happened. The masses suffered it. And you don't know those that will come and hijack this one right now. I'm just being myself. I don't care who is listening or however they want to interpret it. I'm an OG for myself and I'm talking for myself. I think we need to be real with ourselves. Who are the leaders representing the youth? Let's have an organization. Let's talk to ourselves first. Organize ourselves. Then we can talk to the leaders.
Okay. Would you be willing to be one of those leaders?
The way I'm speaking, you can tell that I'm interested in New Nigeria. I know how much I've spent today helping people. I know how much I spent yesterday. People you don't expect to beg you for money are sending you message. My children never eat. How long can we do that? So if I don't, I will cry you.
Please don't cry. Okay, on a lighter note, Kcee was speaking about tomato and whatnot. What I understand from that is that you're giving the house money to go buy, not that you cook, or do you know how to cook then?
I don't know how to cook. I cannot even lie. I cannot even cook in domicile.
Some other Kcee will be lying that they know how to cook.
I cannot cook.
Yeah.
My mother spoils me.
This
Kcee can cook. I think.
No, he cannot cook.
That means all the Kcees cannot cook.
Thing, yeah.
I think so. We just like swag, tie our durag on our head or wear head warmer, with our blings. And,
you guys.
We're always fine boy things.
What's the food that you love to eat?
I love swallow.
Which one?
And those soups I love pounded yam.
Okay.
And those soups I love afa or ha. Those two are my favorite.
As an Igbo boy, do you like amala?
Well, I eat amala, but it's not my favorite.
It's not your favorite.
Yeah, okay. But I do eat it.
I love that. What about like an international meal? Because you mentioned, you've traveled,
you
far
can't catch me there.
Oh,
you can never see me do any international meal. It's not my portion. As I'm landing, I'm looking for the nearest Nigerian restaurant. But if I don't find that, the closest I'll do is Chinese.
Okay.
Aside from that, I'll go buy bread or cake. Ola with cola, I'm okay.
So good. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. But big shout out to you, Kcee, and congratulations on the album again.
Thank you.
You shed so much light on this one, and I love Moto as well. I love the now one last one before we sign out, right? Why did it take so long for why you drop? Why did you drop the Ejeagha piano remix? Now we thought it was going to drop like way when Odumodu dropped a snippet of his verse on it. What happened? Why is there any reason why it's dropping?
Yeah, it was management wahalas, approving and signing documents. Yeah, Odumodu is not just one boy. Right now, he's big. He's diamond platinum. Big. All these people have timing of when they want to release their project, and that. I too, on my own lane, I was doing my own, and you need a time where everybody's in sync to release. And I think by the time we got all the approvers, I was already at the plan of dropping the album. I just said, you know what, let's have it on the album, and that's it.
Amazing. Now this album is on every platform: Spotify,
100,
Apple Music, Boomplay, everywhere. Go copy, go listen. And
But before we leave, one thing. So there's a competition or a contest I want to do on one of the songs, and that's the Mama song, Better Mama. Okay. Now, my mom is going to be 70 this year, so I'm celebrating her with my family. We're doing a huge party for her. Now, and I want to carry everybody along. So make a video with your mom, or show us a video you've made with your mom, a happy moment. We're going to pick all these videos online. By next week, we're going to announce it and tell you how it's going to go. But if we pick your video, we're going to pay you and pay your mom. And we're paying in dollars, so you can be participated from anywhere in the world.
My mom is not here.
My mom's in there.
Look for her old video that you have with her. Let's celebrate our mom, whether they are alive or not. Let's celebrate them, even if it's an old video or new video. We don't care. Bring it on. Let's celebrate mothers. And the music video itself is going to be put together with all these videos together. My team and I were already working on it. By next week it will be clear the way we want it to go, and we'll announce that officially. But that's the plan for that song.
Basically, watch the space. I am _Kcee on social media. Is that it everywhere on social media?
Twitter, And X,
Okay.
Twitter S. Then TikTok. Wait a minute, TikTok again. Okay, TikTok is Batman Kcee, and my Snapchat is Kcee Limpopo.
Yeah, so you can get more information and win in dollars because living condition don't high.
So on Instagram they can tag you, or you're gonna do like a collaborative post, or
So there will be a hashtag that you put it out on Instagram. We're also creating both on TikTok and Facebook. Anyway, we just want to get everybody involved. So my team is putting it together. You have to post it, tag us, and we'll see them. The best ones we like, we'll take them, we'll repost them, and we'll ask you to give us a video. Then we'll have an agreement with you. Then we'll pay you and have it in the music video. It's just trying to give back. We're just trying to, I want to indirectly do that to give back to my fans and celebrate my 25 years and celebrate our mothers. You can't get two mama, only one. So it's a special thing. We celebrate them.
Big shout out to you, Kcee.
Shout out to you, and hopefully we'll do this maybe very, very, very soon, sooner than we are doing this.
Kcee is a hard man to get.
Do you understand?
I'll say it again.
So, but it's good that we had you, and we hope to have you more times until you retire from music.
Yes. Not anytime soon. As soon as King Sonari retire, I'll just target when he's
Oh, I see.
I will chase him. When I get there, maybe I will retire.
Speaking of that, right? On a little sadder note, Ejeagha Winu passed on, and you want to say a few words before we call this.
Yeah, well, it was a sad when I woke up this morning to that news. It was sad because that woman, I know her as somebody that's prim and proper. She always, even when she sees me, she always advised me to eat well, take fruit, take vegetables and salad, and that's how she eats. She feeds well, and she takes care of herself a lot. And I know she's very, very particular about whatever she's doing, her performing, and after that slump, I don't know. So that's why God knows the best. Live your best life, be true to yourself, and you never can tell. I want to say, may her gentle soul rest in peace. And for her family, they should take heart. God has given and He has taken. Her contribution to this world and generation will never be forgotten. She gave us a lot, and I promise you will not forget her in a hurry. May her soul rest in peace.
Amen. Thank you so much, Kcee.